Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, can you feel that kind of electric hum in the air?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's that time.
It's that buzz, the anticipation, confirmations dropping, it's Friday, and the transfer market is, well, it's fully in swing.
Absolutely. Today felt particularly busy, lots of official news, but also so much happening beneath the surface.
Big announcements, those really intricate negotiations.
It really is like a high-stakes chess match, isn't it? You've got massive money involved, the hopes of fans. It's all playing out.
Every official statement, here we go, it signifies so much work behind the scenes.
Months of planning, yeah. Intense back and forth, finally coming to fruition, or sometimes hitting a wall.
And that's exactly what this deep dive is all about. Our mission today is basically your shortcut to being properly informed.
Yeah, cutting through the noise.
Exactly. All the noise, the rumors, the speculation. We want to pull out the important stuff, the real insights from the latest transfer news.
So we'll unpack the big confirmed deals, obviously, but also try to unravel some of these complex ongoing sagas.
Showing you not just what's happening, but really why it matters.
Think of it as us giving you the context, maybe some surprising facts, so you get those aha moments. Save you some time, hopefully.
We want you feeling confident when you're talking about these moves, knowing the full story.
Makes sense.
So, quick reminder, if you want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells, too.
Good call.
That way you won't miss a deep dive that helps you understand the game, off the pitch stuff, too. All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so confirmations. We had quite a few today, some big names officially signed up. Where should we start? Barcelona.
Yeah, let's start there. Juan Garcia, it's official now. Signed his contract, and it runs until 2031. That's a long time.
It is a massive commitment, especially, like you said, for a club like Barcelona still dealing with financial complexities.
Is it a brilliant long-term move, or is there a risk there? It's such a long deal.
It's certainly bold. It shows their long-term vision for Garcia, no doubt. And what's interesting, that length, 2031, it mirrors exactly what they're trying to do with Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao.
Ah, okay. So there's a pattern there.
Seems like it. They've apparently got a verbal agreement with Williams himself. 6 years. The reported salary is 7 to 8 million net per season.
Net. Wow, that's significant.
It really is. That's the take-home pay. But, and this is the crucial bit, they don't have the agreement with Athletic Bilbao yet.
Right. The club-to-club part is the hurdle.
Exactly. That's the challenge they're working on now, even though the player seems keen on the move.
Okay, so Garcia's done. Williams still pending. Meanwhile, Liverpool. Big day for them, a double scoop.
Huge day. 2 massive confirmations that really got people talking.
First up, Florian Wirtz. Officially confirmed. And a club record signing, too.
Yep. And this wasn't just about throwing money around. Reports suggest Liverpool director Richard Dukes and the coach, Ernest L., did some clever work here. Well, apparently they engaged directly with Wirtz early on, bypassing maybe the usual agent frenzy. They sold him a specific vision, his role in the team.
Focusing on the football side.
Exactly. Leveraging his desire for a certain tactical fit. Perhaps more than just the absolute highest bidder. It feels like a very player-focused recruitment. Incredible job by them, honestly.
I remember when the Wirtz rumors first started, I was pretty skeptical. Seemed like a long shot. What was the key factor that actually made it happen?
From what we understand, it was really that alignment. Wirtz's own ambition, wanting to play under Ernest L. specifically, combined with Liverpool being really proactive.
Showing him a clear plan.
Precisely. A pathway for his development. So it wasn't just about the finances. It was the whole footballing project that swung it, apparently.
Makes a lot of sense when you put it like that. And then, almost at the same time, the Milos kits. Here we go. That felt like it dragged on a bit, didn't it?
It did. We heard for, nearly 2 months that Kits only wanted Liverpool. Other clubs were interested. Big European clubs.
But he wasn't biting.
Nope. Just Liverpool. Now, you always wonder how much is genuine desire versus maybe some PR spin.
Sure, especially when they mention those technical issues.
Right. But in Kit's case, sources are pretty adamant it was genuine. He was locked onto Liverpool. And that, really strengthens their negotiating position.
So what were those technical issues then?
My understanding is it related to the fine print, specifically around performance add-ons in the deal. Structuring those bonuses for league positions, individual milestones. It can get surprisingly complex.
Ah, okay. Not just the main fee.
Exactly. But that's all sorted now. Formal documents exchanged today between Liverpool and Bournemouth. The fee is 40 million pound for the Hungarian left back. 5-year contract. done deal.
And he's traveling soon for the medical.
Yeah, expected in Liverpool next Tuesday. Medical tests, sign the contract, all the final steps.
It really shows how much detail goes into these transfers beyond just the agreement in principle. Okay, so Liverpool and Barca busy celebrating. Arsenal also made a key move, their first summer signing.
That's right. Martin Zubimendi, this is under their new director, Andrea Albera. He was actually in London today, Zubimendi was, with his agent.
Finalizing everything.
Yep, completing the formalities. Arsenal and Real Sociedad have signed all the paperwork. It's sealed.
Now, the fee here is interesting. Around 64 million, which is a little more than his release clause, wasn't it? 60 million.
Correct. Slightly more.
Why would Arsenal do that? Pay over the odds. Usually clubs try and trigger the clause exactly.
It often comes down to payment structure. Paying that bit extra allows Arsenal to negotiate more favorable installment terms with Real Sociedad.
So spreading the costs.
Exactly. Easier on the immediate cash flow for Arsenal, and maybe better for Real Sociedad to get it guaranteed in structured payments rather than one lump sum from a clause activation, which might have tax implications or other complexities for them. It's a strategic financial move.
Like an installment match. Makes sense.
Yeah. And that means they get their guy, definitively ends those Real Madrid links too. Arsenal have clearly landed their target.
So quite a few dominoes falling today for some of the big clubs. But then we look at Manchester United, and their window feels, well, different. Less straightforward, more like complex Jenga than building blocks.
That's a good way to put it. It is a really complex web for them right now. Let's start with the goalkeepers, Onana, Dibu Martinez. Lots of questions there.
Yeah, there were reports about Monaco maybe being interested in Onana. What's the latest on that?
Well, despite those reports, my understanding is Monaco are not in active or concrete talks for Onana.
Oh, okay.
They are looking for a keeper, yes, but it seems Onana isn't currently top of their list or a primary target they're actively pursuing. It's pretty quiet on that front.
Right. But United do like Dibu Martinez at Aston Villa.
They do appreciate him, yes. And significantly, Martinez would apparently be open to joining United, even without Champions League football next season. It's a big plus.
But there's always a but with United this summer, it seems. It's not a simple case of go and get Martinez's.
No, absolutely not. It's not a concrete negotiation right now.
Yeah.
No real club-to-club talks happening for Martinez yet. Why? Because it all depends on what happens with André Onana.
It's all linked.
Completely. You have to consider the finances. United paid, over $50 million for Onana just 2 years ago?
Significant investment.
Very. Selling him for much less than that, say under 40, 45 million, would be a big hit on their books, especially with financial fair play rules. Plus, the player himself, reports suggest he's actually quite happy at Old Trafford, despite the team's struggles.
So he might not want to leave anyway.
Unless, perhaps, a really important proposal comes in, maybe from Saudi Arabia or somewhere else unexpected that tempts both the club and the player. But until or unless that happens...
It's a stalemate. They can't really move for Martinez until the Onana situation is resolved.
Precisely. It's a waiting game, totally dependent on that potential outgoing move making financial sense.
Patience is definitely needed for United fans, and that seems to be the theme for their pursuit of Brian Boomer, too.
Indeed. The club-to-club talks between United and Brentford for Belmo. Still ongoing.
They put a bid in, right?
They did, about 10 days ago.
Yeah.
But Brentford rejected it.
Okay, so they're still haggling over the price.
They're still trying to find a way, trying to reach an agreement on the fee. But this ties into that broader, absolutely vital theme for United this summer, the importance of outgoings.
Selling players to raise funds.
Critically important for them.
Yeah.
It almost feels like their entire incoming strategy depends on it. Is this the new reality for even the biggest clubs, do you think? Where sales dictate everything?
It's a great question. For United, it certainly seems that way right now. Relying on outgoings isn't just about balancing the books. It feels like a direct consequence of FFP combined with missing out on that Champions League revenue.
Yeah, that's a huge financial hit.
Their margin for error seems much smaller this summer compared to some rivals. Every sale feels crucial.
I mean, we know who they're potentially looking to move on. Players like Rashford, Sancho, Garnacho mentioned as possibly leaving the project.
And Anthony.
Anthony, yeah. Seems he's prioritizing a return to Betis, even though there's apparently interest from Italy, too. Moving these players on is key to generating the funds they need.
So it's not just who do we want, it's who do we need to sell first. That's a tough spot, especially after spending big on players like Metkuna recently. And with no European football next year.
It's a very delicate balancing act. That's why patience is the word. They have to find that right balance, bringing in players they need while managing the finances very carefully. It really highlights the pressures of modern elite club management.
What a fascinating day it's been. We've seen clubs like Barca, Liverpool, Arsenal getting deals over the line, nailing down key targets, some after long sagas, some with clever financial footwork.
Definite progress for them.
And then you have Manchester United navigating this really intricate window where selling players seems just as important, if not more so, than buying them. Every move feels tied to another one.
Yeah, it's a real contrast in approaches and situations right now across the top clubs.
And hopefully this deep dive has given you a clearer picture, right? More detail, more context than just the headlines. We've tried to peel back the layers on these deals, the confirmed ones and the ongoing talks.
Giving you those aha moments, as we said. Understanding the why behind the what's.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? You see these different strategies, record signings, player-led pursuits, complex FFP-driven negotiations needing sales first. What does it all tell us about how the financial side and the competitive pressures are changing elite football today?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's constantly evolving.
A really interesting thing to ponder.
Absolutely. And we'd love to hear what you think about all these stories. Wirtz and Keats to Liverpool, Zubimendi to Arsenal.
The whole Onana Martinez situation at United, the Bumo pursuit.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. We're always keen to read them.
Yeah, definitely share your opinions. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss our future deep dives.
We'll be back soon with more analysis.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.